You need to go in there.
Many unbearable hours later.
Tomorrow for sure.
Nova, what are you doing, bro? You lazy dog. You a lazy dog. Yeah, buddy, you guys can see we finally got this thing mocked in here. What a pain in the butt. Definitely a pain in the butt when you're working by yourself, fellas. So if you got a helping hand, man, I am super jealous. But you guys can see we have the motor and transmission mocked in the chassis for the most part here. Now, I wanted to really find out how much room we had, and we definitely did. So let me show you guys what's going on. So if you're wondering if it was gonna fit, yes and no. Long story short, yes and no. And why no and why yes, we actually have plenty of room in this area right here, all in the bow housing area right here. But when we got to down here, we were hitting right in this area right here. Now, really, this is all going to depend on motor mounts, cross member. Obviously, it is a factory chassis, but we have the TCI front suspension cross member and motor mount position. So that's a big difference as well. But let me show you where we were hitting at on the body. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you guys absolutely where we were hitting, because in reality, it wasn't much. And it was really just right here in this little area right here. Let me flip the camera around. Once again, motor position is going to matter for sure. So we have it set back as much as possible before we really start hitting the firewall and things like that. Not to mention we have the TCI up front, and we have the ICT billet adjustable brackets on the motor side. We did end up going with a Speedway Motors actually rear bracket here for the actual cross member. And I just found it gave us a lot of flexibility. That's why I kind of went with this one and hoping we can make it work. And definitely did, because it actually has an adjustment down at the bottom as well to go up or down. I went ahead and left it all the way down and then put our polyurethane mount in there, and I felt like that was a pretty good spot. Again, this thing fit really nice with the bracket that came from Blueprint. It went right onto that basically polyurethane mount setup, just like gravy, baby. So what I'll do too, if you guys are interested obviously in this motor mount kit, I will try to link some part numbers down in the description below. If you guys are interested, again, it really, I don't know what you guys are working on, but at least now I think we can work on the actual floor, or I should say the bottom of the actual cab. But let me lower it down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so you guys can see this truck, obviously single cab. It wasn't a four-wheel drive or anything. So it just has the smaller hump. It doesn't have the high hump. So we were hitting right here where this bead line is at here. And it wasn't much. Again, it was just this little area right here. And then this guy just barely hitting, or tapping, I should say, when we put the cab down on the frame. And what I ended up having to do, I massaged this area in here, just massaged it, hit it with the air hammer and a nice, basically metal shaping bit. And you can tell, you can't even tell, as a matter of fact, that it still looks all nice and stock. I really was trying to keep this factory, and we are going to be able to. So if you guys were wondering, it definitely fits. But again, a lot of different factors come into play. So again, if you can see where we kind of marked it at, kind of come right here and down here, but now it's definitely got plenty of room. I'll show you guys here in a sec. I'm going to try really hard to show you guys, but it is a pain in the butt just because I am on the ground right now trying to squeeze up under here, because we still got to lift this cab back off. We're not going to marry the two yet, but it is in position to where it's going to live at. And you can see, let me see if I can get you guys a better view of there and how much room we got now. Like I said, we were just barely hitting up there at the top. You guys can check it out right there, but you can see plenty of room there. We got at least maybe a 1/4 inch of basically clearance up top. And like I said, if you look down further, definitely down there, no issue whatsoever towards the bow housing. Plenty of room down there. But I guess I can show you on the firewall side real quick. We are at the firewall side. You guys can see we got plenty of room back there, and I think I'm going to leave it to where it's at, because I really only have one more notch that I can move it back to. You can see where the bolt's at right there on the ICT billet adapters, and it's really not much, maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch more, so we don't have a lot of adjustment there, and we don't want any more issues down on the back side of the transmission. But now we got to pull this cap back off and undercoat the bottom of this thing. But I think that's gonna do it for this video, you guys. I really just wanted to show you guys that basically it fits. I mean, minimal modifications to that trans tunnel, which makes me really happy because we can keep that all intact factory wise. But again, I got a lot of work today. I got to pull this off, roll the frame out, coat everything. But you guys already know, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and hit the bell for notifications, and stay wrenching.